on this transformative journey of Saudi Arabia and all these monumental giga projects that are driving this change. I believe that the discussion today will focus on strategic opportunities, but also challenges and innovations of the whole rapidly evolving real estate and hospitality sectors. I believe that we will also explore how all these developments align with ambitious goals of Vision 2030 and how they contribute to kingdom's economic growth and global positioning. It's not only parks, it's mixed use, it's general, so it all will create some value, some additional real estate opportunities that will create new businesses and new visitors, so it really improves the quality of life, right? For Youssef. So what are the opportunities that you see for hospitality sector to contribute to Saudi Arabia goal to become a global investment powerhouse?
First of all, if you want to analyze the hospitality market in Saudi Arabia, you should consider each city as a independent market. If you want to see the opportunities in Riyadh, as per, for example, the talks number of TDF, Tourism Development Fund, and the Ministry of Tourism, the demand for hospitality for the upcoming 5 years for hotel rooms, the current supply is 40,000, 45, and the demand is 80,000. 80,000, that means you need additional 40,000 rooms in the market in Riyadh. The average 200 rooms, 250 per hotel, that means you need another 1,800 hotel, which means 1,800 building in Riyadh, that's only. So if you take into consideration the number one, land, construction, supply chain, all the industry related to hospitality, there is big opportunity, not only from investment point of view, from also supply chain point of view, from industrial, from different things. While for other cities, what's the main opportunities? Mecca and Medina is totally different market. It's related to Hajj and so we cannot analyze the market based on the vision.
And it's a well-developed tourism destination as well.
There are also opportunities in the remote area, like for example, my colleague Muhammad mentioned Soda, Ha'el, Asir, all this, but those will be like seasonal what's called hotels, and at the same time the government now is working on to attract investor by providing, for example, loans, lands, or any other incentives. But mainly there are big opportunities in Riyadh. Eastern province might be the second market, the third Jeddah, and definitely the Giga Projects, NEOM, and any other projects. But those will be supported by PIF vision. But for the private sector, I believe, like in Riyadh, the good thing is about the opportunities in Riyadh, because Riyadh, it's not about creating a global city only. There is three types of demand in Riyadh. That's why they attract the investor to come and invest in hospitality. The main what's called demand coming from business, not from tourism. Because of these giga projects, long-term project, it takes 10 years at least to execute this type of project. A lot of visitors are coming to Riyadh. Those business either for business visit or for like events and conference, what's happening in Riyadh, like Cityscape, all those of events. Number two is the local demand. Local demand for Saudis who are coming from other cities because of Riyadh season, because of the business, families, whatever. And the third one definitely will be tourism after executing this Dir'iyya and all the Qiddiya and this. So that's the main attractive of hospitality and the opportunities in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is actually a big market for itself, just without talking about GCC region or foreign countries. It's a big country. We were saying that if you put Saudi on the map of Europe, you put Spain, Germany, France, all of it, and it's part of Saudi. So it's a huge geography and a big population as well. And also maybe we discussed that now we live, there is a big compound community here, but actually it will become maybe service departments in the future, and it's also part of the hospitality real estate development, and you had lots of projects in that field. Well, how are these projects conceptualized? So when the projects are initiated, developers, of course, make some kind of study to make sure that the projects are economically feasible. So what are the typical points in the feasibility study and the project brief for the consultants in the hospitality projects or other kind of real estate projects?
From investment point of view, there are two types of analyzing the hospitality. First of all, if you want to develop a new hotel, like acquire land and doing the study, or acquire existing hotel, existing building. So for the first one, the location is the first point in terms of site analysis, because of the location you can analyze the proximity to demand generator. So from where the demand will come based on the location. Number one, the location will help you to identify the scale of the hotel, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, depend on this. Number two is the hotel brand. What are you looking for, international or local? So because of the hotel brand, you will what's called do the visibility study also because of the cost. Sometimes for the international brand there is more requirements that will increase the cost, increase the capex in terms of this type of requirements. And definitely the financial study will be related to the what's called development cost plus the return on investment, or IRR, for the hotel. Each investor is seeking has in terms of the new development minimum IRR between 14 to 15%, while for example for the existing hotel, if the investor need to acquire in a hotel, the cap rate between, let's say, 8, 7, 6.5 sometimes in the luxury, to 8% in the mid-scale hotel. The timeline, for example, you need at least 3 years for construction. You need 5 years for break even, and the payback period for this type of investment at least 7 years to stabilize. Yeah.
Interesting. We talk about technology, we talk about coordination, we talk about management. Generally, what's your feedback, and maybe to all of you, do investors and stakeholders understand that sometimes investing more in good management and in the time of managing will save time and budget and increase quality for later? Do you see it as a challenge? Is the market ready for the transition, and how does market feel about this coordination and management fee and process?
Thank you. Look, for hospitality, developing a hotel is a little bit more complicated than residential sector or offices or retail, because a lot of consultants should be involved in the hospitality development. For example, the architecture, engineering, there are also, for example, lighting, procurement, kitchen, what's called furniture, interior designer, IT consultant, fire and safety. So a lot of consultants should be involved in this development. Therefore, I think in terms of the client or the developers need to have a project management company to handle all these consultants in terms of coordination, in terms of procurement, in terms of, because saving the main idea behind, or the main concept behind technology is either, for example, save energy or save time or save cost. So it's not about having technology or investing in sustainability. It's also, there is an objective behind it. You hire a consultant they provide you the best technology, but it might be expensive. Who will advise you? Is it expensive or not? Is it effective or not? So you need this. You need one consultant also, like our project management company, to manage all those stakeholders, to advise the clients in terms of the budget and in terms of the efficiency. That's it. Because at the end, it's not about only technology to help, because investing in technology, it will improve the customer experience, but at the same time, you need to save cost at the same time.
All our stakeholders are both investors, both operators, guests, and employees. So it's actually, we're going back to the quality of life. And well, I believe it was a great dynamic panel. Thank you so much for your insights. And maybe my outcome of our discussion is the future, and we're going to shape the future of this urban development, economic growth by both innovating thinking and strategic collaborations. So, we'll see the result in 2030.
Thank you.
Thank you.